Welcome back to the channel. And today today's gonna be a good treat because today's gonna be a book review. And not really so much a book review, really, because well, I guess in a sense that's what it is. But it does combine two things that I like, which is what I love really, is reading, but also gaming. And what am I talking about? Well, I picked this up about maybe 2 months ago, and when I saw it, I said I gotta get it because it's something that since childhood, I got fond memories of it. If I hear a certain noise or a certain music from this game, and obviously many games that came from it, it's just nostalgia. Okay, and what am I talking about? Well, that is The Legend of Zelda. Now, I got green screen behind me, as you guys can see, and this is a green book. So I'm not sure how well it's going to do with the green screen in the background, but Legend of Zelda. And what this is The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Historia. So basically it goes into, matter of fact, let me just give you, so you can take a look at what's inside the book. And so you get things like this. So they give you like the drawings of the characters, even concept art of how certain characters were created and certain creatures, certain, that's it right there. Right, so it's a pretty thick book, a lot of concept art, a lot of drawings, and also they give you a little brief history of each and every one of how they came about, certain characters and certain enemies, things of that nature. They go into, like for example, humans in the heavens and the tribes below, and so they give you kind of like the overview of Hyrule and how they came about it. Also the towns. It's just dope. And also the villagers. This is a perfect example of this. This is another drawings of the characters and the villagers of the universe of Legend of Zelda. And if you are, and first of all, let me just say, my first memory or my first introduction to Legend of Zelda was Link Between the Past. I believe that's the name of it, is how it goes. And from that moment on, I was hooked. And I pretty much played every other Zelda game, what is it? Jehovah's what is the one of the I forget the name. And that's one thing about me that I hate, that I wish I could do better of, which is pronouncing names, but also remembering certain things from my past. I'm not really good at things of like that nature. But I think Majora's Mask. And what's the other one? I forget the other one. Matter of fact, I'm here now. I might as well just quickly Google it. But Majora's Mask, that's one of my favorite ones too, because it was kind of weird. Because when that came out, it was so far different than every other game that came before it. All Zelda, Legend of Zelda games. There we go. Yeah, here we go. And this is one of my favorite ones, man. Yeah, Majora's Mask. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, Majora's Mask. For a second there, I'm like, am I wrong? Am I losing my mind? I guess the way I'm saying it sounds like I'm saying it wrong. But every one of these I just have fond memories of, and even memories of not even me playing the game, but seeing like my sister or my brother playing the game, and just seeing them enjoy, their like my sister. I forget, she played Majora's Mask, but she had the GameCube. I never played the GameCube. That was like a gift. That was like a present, a Christmas gift for my baby sister, and that was her thing. She loved the GameCube, man. And then obviously the Nintendo 64 also. But I think I'm going out of bounds here because it's supposed to be about the book. But I guess I'm giving you a preview to my gaming experience with Zelda, Legend of Zelda. And also the new one is coming out. I believe it's coming out in a couple of months. Legend of Zelda Part 2 is coming out. I forget the name of it. But my whole point is, I've been playing this game since I was a young boy. And I got so many fond memories. I remember, Link Between the Past, where you wake up and it's rainy, and then just the soundtrack of that beginning part, and then you walk out, you find your father, and then you fall into that little hole, and you find your father, and he's hurt. He gives you the sword, and now it's your turn to now it's up to you to save the princess. It's just that whole beginning and that whole world. It was just, I was hooked from the very beginning. And so if you're that way, and you also like to read books, and you are in love with Legend of Zelda, well, I believe that picking this one up, The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Historia, which again, it gives you a brief history of everything. Even here, for example, creative footprints, documenting 25 years of artwork. So there's a section of, and I think this is the perfect example of what I'm trying to get to, of just the artwork of how it all started, and it gives you kind of like a little blueprint and how everything is. I just love it. And then obviously they give you little brief paragraphs here and there of how they came about certain things, certain art pieces, and certain enemies and things of that nature. It's just awesome. And then this information too that you will probably pick up on that you didn't even know before. So that's wonderful. I don't think there's any more to say about it, really. Just that if you're into, and I believe this is just, let me show you some more pictures. I believe this is just one of 4. I think there's other books just like this that break into the Zelda. But I think some are more specific to certain parts of the Legend of Zelda story and universe. But in this one, it just gives you an overall view on the world and the enemies and the heroes and the villagers and just the artwork and the concept art. All that is included in this. I believe the other ones are more specific to certain parts of the story or of the universe. But other than that, I think this is a very short vid. I don't think there's more to say about it. If you're into specifically, if you're into gaming, great. But if you're into specifically The Legend of Zelda, even if you didn't grow up in that era, you wasn't born in that time period when it first came out, and this is something that you wanna, someone told you about, and you wanna get into it, I think this is a perfect thing to pick up, all right? Because now you could really dive into the whole universe of Legend of Zelda and Link and the princess and just everyone who's involved, okay? And yeah, again, this is The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Historia. This is what this is. I love, and I say this all the time when it comes to comic books or manga, the art. I love the art, and I think this is the perfect one right here. This is matter of fact, let me give you the introduction to when you read the book. It says here, where a person to pick a phrase to describe Skyward Sword, the most appropriate will be brimming with all things Zelda. It includes a creative, immersive world, diverse characters, elaborate puzzles, and strong connection to the series that has brought you so much pleasure. Here we present artwork from the initial design stages to completed works, as well as comments from the developing staff, and introduce items and elements connected with and the intrinsic to the Legend of Zelda. Okay, so I love this. This right here, this picture, I would love to have as a canvas art piece, and just put it up somewhere in my house. And this is it right here. I'm not sure if you could get the whole thing. You see that? Look at that. Beautiful, man. I love when they really, when it comes to, you know, comics or books of this type, where they really go into the art and really try to not just give you just for you to read, but they really give you just the scenery, so to speak, of what they want to convey to you, and it's just wonderful. I love it. And again, it goes into Skyward Sword, but that's the part that I missed. Skyward Sword, but also into just Zelda, period. Again, it's the history of Zelda, the Legend of Zelda, to be correct. And yeah, I think if you're into looking at art pieces, artwork, and concept art and stuff like that, and also you're into reading some fantasy world, a little bit of the history behind this fantasy world, pick this damn thing up, man. And if you're already a veteran and this is something you already know, I think this is part of the collection. To have the video games, to have the Nintendo system, the original NES, and this will complete that collection. Okay? Yeah. This is just another journey into my world on when it comes to books and films and, you know, everything of the such. But I think if you're into Zelda, I think this will be highly recommended to go pick up. I don't remember the cost, to tell you the truth. Damn, I'm really lost with the price of it. But again, if it's too pricey for you, put it on your wish list. Put it on the wish list, and then every week take out $5, $10, whatever, and then boom, you don't have to pay all at once. Especially for something like this, you could take your time and save up, and then you pay it after you get the money all together. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I know probably the green screen can't do it, but again, this is how it looks. There you go, right there. Nice. It's just a nice hardcover, a nice gold writing and art. It's just wonderful. As always, thank you for watching the vid. I appreciate it. Definitely, again, check out my podcast also by the same name, Reason Through Time. And again, there, if you check that out, it's totally different than what you see here, because you get an edgier me, because I speak on all things. But that being said, thank you for watching the video. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you. Peace.